In our last video, we saw how to set up and start our free Snowflake trial account. Now let's actually explore the Snowflake interface and figure out where we are spending most of our time. I am CS and you are watching the Snowflake Learning Series for 2026 on Data Stack. Let's dive in. So I am logged in into Snowflake right now, and this is roughly what you should be seeing on your screen too. Now Snowflake updates their interface from time to time, as I said. So if things look slightly different for you, that's totally normal. But the core layout should be pretty similar to what I am showing here. On the left hand side, I see the navigation panel. Under project, there is something called Workspaces, and that is where we are going right now. This is going to be our main working area, so we'll be spending a lot of time here. Let me create a new worksheet to show you how this works. I'm clicking on add new here. Look at this, we get a bunch of options here. We can create SQL worksheet, Python notebooks, regular notebooks, and we can even organize things into folders if you want to keep our work structured. For this series, we are mostly going to work with SQL, so I'm selecting that option. I'm giving the worksheet a name now, and there you go. This opens up our worksheet. So what exactly is a worksheet? It's basically our code editor, where we write and run our queries. I have this editor area here, where I can type my code and then I can execute commands directly from here. Let me show you how this works with a simple example. I'm going to write a basic query. I'm typing select. This means I want to see data from a table. Then I'm putting an asterisk, which means I want to see all the columns. Then from. Now I need to specify which table I want to query. But wait, before I just randomly type a table name, I should actually check that that table is actually present in our Snowflake instance. I can do this using the Database Explorer. See the panel here on the left? Under Database Explorer, there is something called objects. This shows me all the databases that exist in the Snowflake instance, whether I created them or they are sample databases that Snowflake provides. Let me navigate through this. I'm looking for some sample data that Snowflake has already given us to practice with. I can see Snowflake sample data here. I'm expanding that. Now inside a database, we have something called schemas. Think of it, schemas are container that organizes our tables and other objects. Let's expand one of these schemas. Let's go with TPCH SF1. And look at this, under this schema I can see tables. In the lectures we will also be seeing views and other objects. I am expanding the table section now. We have several tables here like customer, line item, nation, order and more. These are all sample tables that we can play around with. Now here is a cool trick. Instead of manually typing out the full table name, I can just click these three dots next to the table. See these options that appeared? I'm clicking on place name in the editor. Watch what happens. It automatically puts the complete table reference into my editor. It includes the database name, the schema name and the table name. All properly formatted. That saves us from typing errors. Now I'm clicking run and there you go. Snowflake is querying the data and showing me the results down here in the result panel. Let me show you few more useful things about these tables. I'm clicking on these three dots again next to one of these tables. We already used place name in the editor. That's super handy for getting the full table path into our query. There is also called preview data. If I click that, see, it shows me a quick sample of what actually this table has without like having me query the data. Really useful when you are exploring the data. Then there is copy name, which does pretty much the same thing as place name in editor, but it just copies the full table reference so you can paste it whenever you need it. Oh, and here is another neat one. Add column in editor. If I click this, look at this. It lists all individual columns that the table has right now. So instead of select star to get everything, I can just delete the one that I don't need and keep the columns I actually want in my query. Pretty convenient. There is also edit definition here. This would let us modify the table structure, like changing column definitions or adding new columns. But I can't actually use this one with these sample tables because Snowflake has given us read-only access to them. Once we create our own database and tables later in the series, we'll definitely be able to use this feature. So those are the basic of working with the worksheet. Now, if I close this worksheet, don't worry, it's automatically saved. I can see it shows up here. And under the workspace section, I can always open it back up whenever I need it. But before I wrap up, I want to point out few things I'm seeing in the worksheet interface. Up here, I am noticing something that says account admin and something about compute warehouse. These are actually really important concepts in Snowflake and we need to understand that what they mean. We're going to dive deeper into these in the next video, so make sure you stick around for that. Alright, we have got our Snowflake workspace figured out and we know how to create and work with worksheet now. We are making solid progress here. If you're finding this series helpful so far, go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps other people who are learning Snowflake discover these videos. I'm trying to release new videos every week, so subscribe to keep following along with this series. We are building your Snowflake skills step by step. Thanks for learning with me today. I will be seeing you in the next video where we'll break down this concept I just mentioned, roles, warehouse, and how Snowflake actually process our queries. Until then, keep learning.